Someone who is very close to the Prime Minister, indeed a founding member and deputy chairman of the ruling AK party, the Freedom and Justice Party, and he is with the Turkish leader right now on the official trip to Morocco. He is Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, and he joins me now by telephone. Mr. Çavuşoğlu, thank you very much for joining me. You just heard what our reporter has been saying and what the leader of the Actors Union there has been saying. The people feel marginalized. How do you answer that?
Well, first of all, I have to correct the fake information that the building a shopping mall has never been considered here in Taksim Square. What is considered is the pedestrian way and putting the car traffic under the tunnel and enlarging this the Taksim Square.
So you're saying no mall?
The only old military barrack is considered to rebuild the old military barrack. Never. Several times we corrected this, but still you are mentioning that building a shopping mall considered in this project.
So
This project was actually supported by all the political parties in the city council, and it was adopted unanimously at the City Council.
All right, well, I think that's a message that needs to get through to the demonstrators, because every press report is saying that it is about this mall.
Regarding the trees actually over there, this project is actually increasing the being and the number of the trees. Only 10 trees actually replanted somewhere else, and only 2 of them had to be cut. It's not cut yet, but it's considered to be cut.
All right, well, listen.
And regarding the marginalization, actually, I would like to respond to this, actually. We are distinguishing the people, the civilians, the civilian and civilized demonstrations, and the marginal groups. And that's why it should be also distinguished by the press and by everybody. Now, in Turkey, in Taksim, in Ankara, in my hometown, Antalya, there are 2 different groups. Well, as Mehmet Ali Bora and the other actors and the civilians, they are using their right to demonstrate and the meetings and criticizing or protesting what happened. Okay. And we never support the excessive use of force of the police or tear gas or pepper spray and this and that. And Prime Minister already asked for investigation, and it has been launched.
All right, well, let me just get this clear, sir. Let me get this clear. Let me get this clear. Let me get this very clear, because it's important. You are saying, number one, that there will be no mall built in Taksim Square, correct? Yes or no?
Absolutely, absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you are saying that you disagree with the excessive police use of force, which we have seen on display for the last several days.
I underlined that the police at the beginning used the excessive force and the tear gas and the pepper spray, and this is unacceptable for us. And Prime Minister already asked for the investigation, and it has been launched.
All right. So how do you think this is going to end? Because as you clearly know, you must know that this is not just about trees in Taksim Square. This is about a perception of increased authoritarianism by the Prime Minister. No political space, no political opposition. How do you think this is going to end?
Well, Ms. Amanpour, I cannot accept claim that Erdogan or our party has been implementing the authoritarian and this kind of policies, and we cannot accept this. Okay. And we have been elected by the people, and in last election more than 50% of the population supported us, and it was a very fair and democratic election. It has been assessed like this by international organizations. Regarding the second part of the question, how it can be end. Well, if we can distinguish the 2 different groups, as I said, the ordinary citizens, innocent people who are demonstrating, like Mehmet Ali Alabora, the actors and the others, they should also put a clear line between themselves and the radicals. And the second group is the radicals. Who are in these radicals? Like the Communist Party and all the radical and marginal groups, including the terrorist groups, the DHKPC, which attacked the U.S. Embassy in Ankara. And as Mehmet Ali Alabora said, on Saturday, the police has been withdrawn from the Taksim Square.
Yes, but they're all over the place and elsewhere.
is protesting and staying there is a civilized manner.
Right.
The second group is destroying all the city, cracking down the private shops, all the cars, ambulances, even they are attacking the healthcare services. So it is a civilized protest. Can we accept this? And there are also some, in Taksim Square, people are okay, fine. But in some part of Istanbul and also in Ankara, there are radicals and the marginals who are destroying everywhere.
Sir.
In my hometown, Antalya, people who are coming to the square, main square, no problem, thousands of people, 10,000s of people sometimes gather and they do their protest and whatever they want.
Okay, sir. Sir, please, this is an interview, sir. I need to ask you some questions.
And the others, we cannot accept this.
I need to ask you some questions. This is an interview, sir, not a speech. It involves me asking you some questions. You say that you were elected.
I am answering your question.
No, sir.
You are making some claims regarding my prime minister.
I am not.
The Syrian leader, and also you are claiming that the shopping mall is there. I have to answer all this. That's why
You've made yourself clear.
On the line.
You've made yourself clear on the shopping mall, and that is news, and that's good. But here's the point. You've just said, and you're absolutely right, that the prime minister was elected democratically, each time by a higher margin, 50% the last time. But what does that mean? Does that mean majority rule? Because these people are describing themselves as the secular. Many of them are young. Many of them are business people. They're lawyers. Many of them are financial people. They want space to breathe, and they feel like they're not getting it. They're worried about the alcohol restriction. What about the press? Members of my tribe are in prison in your country.
Already asked for any kind of dialogue with the first group that I mentioned here on the phone. And regarding the second group, we cannot negotiate with the terrorists and the marginals, but with the first group we can discuss everything. And so far in 10 years we implemented the policies regarding the demand of the citizens of Turkey. And we never said, we have never been in a manner that we can do whatever we want because people are supporting us. That's at each election the people have been increasing their support to our government and our prime minister. So all these are the manipulation. We are the democratic government and democratically elected parliament. And whenever there is a vote in the parliament, and of course we have the majority, but we would like to also enhance our sincere dialogue, particularly regarding the solving this terror problem in Turkey. We have been in this manner, but there are some groups in Turkey supported by the main opposition party, and they have been never for dialogue with us.
All right.
This is the point.
Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, thank you so much for joining me.